Buckle up, Platville fans, because the drama is about to crash over the Platt family like a tidal wave. If you thought you'd seen every tear, twist, and betrayal this clan could possibly serve, think again. Season 7 isn't just a continuation of their saga. It's a full-blown reset. We're talking seismic life changes, arguments so heated they could melt steel, love stories sprouting in the shadows, bold career leaps, whispered pregnancy rumors, health battles that tug at the heart, and even a family home that floats. Yes, floats. Every sibling is stepping into uncharted territory this year. Some are cutting ties, some are finding love again, some are pulling away from the chaos entirely, and some are fueling it more than ever. In this deep dive, we're unpacking every juicy update from every Platt sibling, from the oldest heartbreak survivors to the youngest sparks of rebellion. From Hosanna's off-camera mysteries to Mercy's rebellious streak, from Isaac's headline-making fights to Kim's disappearing act, nothing is too sacred to be discussed. So grab your coffee, settle in, and make sure you're following along, because the most unpredictable Plattville season yet is here. We'll start with the core of the storm, Kim and Barry. Their marriage may be over, but their lives remain tied in knots thanks to their 3 youngest daughters, Amber, Cassia, and Mercy. In early 2025, Kim shocked everyone with a move no one predicted. She traded her old landlocked lifestyle for something straight out of a nautical daydream, a houseboat. Not just any boat, but a snug, sailboat-inspired home just big enough for the 4 of them. Think cozy corners, gently rocking waves, and a mother determined to make every cramped inch work for her family. Kim says the water feels like home. She grew up on a sailboat and finds peace in the quiet rhythm of the waves. She's turned tight spee, aces into bedrooms, tucked craft stations into corners, and created a floating sanctuary for her girls. But make no mistake, this isn't just about a new lifestyle. It's also a bold statement in her ongoing divorce battle. The divorce, filed back in June 2024, still hasn't been settled. Kim is fighting tooth and nail for primary custody and child support, determined to prove she's the main caregiver. Barry has fired back with his own counterclaim, pushing for shared custody and his own support request. The tension is razor sharp. Then there's Kim's vanishing act. She's wiped herself from social media, going completely silent even as the family's reality show gears up for what producers say will be its most dramatic season ever. Word on the street? Producers are pressuring her to break her silence, but for now, she's holding her cards close. On Barry's side, the story is quieter, but still tense. No new romances, despite his son Micah teasing him about online dating, but a clear focus on health and rebuilding. He's spending more time in the gym with Micah, working on his body and his bond with his son. He's not chasing headlines, but he's clearly waiting for the legal storm to settle before making his next move. Season 7 marks a shift, away from the strict religious rules that once defined them and toward raw battles over identity, power, and parenting. Kim is anchoring her daughters in a floating home, determined to define motherhood on her own terms. Barry is clinging to fatherhood and stability. Both are sailing into completely uncharted waters, and the stakes have never been higher. Now let's talk about Ethan and his new glow. 2025 opened with something fans have been quietly rooting for: Ethan finding happiness again. In a rare and heartfelt Instagram post, he introduced the world to his new girlfriend, calling her sweet, kind, and patient. The photos tell the story. The 2 of them laughing together beside a vintage yellow convertible, Ethan looking more relaxed than we've seen him in years. It's been a long road here. In February 2024, Ethan filed for divorce, closing the chapter on a marriage that fell apart over clashing values and dreams. His ex, Olivia, has been traveling the world and recently moved from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. But Ethan, he's been quietly rebuilding. He once doubted he'd ever find love again after 7 years with Olivia, but now the shy smiles, gentle touches, and quiet confidence with his new partner paint a different picture. Her name is still under wraps, but fans are already all in on their relationship. He posted simply, "Looking forward to the next year." And after everything he's been through, that's saying something. But the question remains, will this love survive the glare of the Plattville spotlight? If Ethan's story feels like a slow burn, Micah's is more like a lightning strike. In early 2025, during Lydia's wedding to Zach Wise, Micah and his brother Isaac got into a shocking physical fight. It wasn't just a shove or a heated argument. It ended with Micah hospitalized and his nose severely broken. His then-girlfriend, Veronica Peters, said the injury was nearly life-threatening. The fallout was just as brutal. A few months later, Veronica announced their breakup, citing troubling behavior patterns and accusing the Platt family of covering things up, both within the family circle and in the TV production crew. The photos of Micah's altered face went viral, freezing the moment of chaos to a lasting reminder. His modeling career is now on hold while he recovers physically and emotionally. Season 7 trailers hint at explosive confrontations between Veronica and the Platts, with Ethan even warning her that joining the family comes with a steep price. Micah is stuck between defending someone he once loved and staying loyal to his family. His future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. This wound runs far deeper than the physical injury. Then there's Mariah, and her quiet, powerful transformation. At just 22, Mariah has been diagnosed with alopecia, an autoimmune condition that's caused her to lose her hair, eyebrows, and eyelashes. In a tearful outdoor video, she pulled back the curtain on her struggle, wearing a simple black wig, redrawing her brows, and meeting her reflection with humor and faith. "It is what it is," she said with a half smile. She's quick to clarify. She's never had cosmetic work done. This isn't about chasing perfection. It's about embracing herself exactly as she is. She's pulling away from the family drama that once swallowed her storylines, stepping into independence, and focusing on personal growth. Last season was full of betrayals, secret children, and emotional showdowns for Mariah. This time, she's writing a calmer, more grounded chapter, one centered on self-love and resilience. Spring 2025 brought a milestone, Lydia's wedding to Zach Wise. The blue-themed ceremony in Georgia was intimate but joyful, with 115 guests watching Lydia, usually the reserved sister, glowing as she shared her first kiss at the altar. Their whirlwind romance started with a proposal just 3 months after they met, and a wedding only 6 months in. Even Ethan teased them for moving fast, but their father Barry gave his blessing, remembering his own quick engagement to Kim. Off camera, Lydia's thoughtful side shines. She's preserving a rose from Zach to create a keepsake bouquet. But she's also confronting the past, opening up publicly about the 2008 accident that claimed her toddler brother Joshua's life. He family has rarely spoken about it, and revisiting it is both painful and healing. Now she's planning a mission trip to Germany, carrying both her faith and her fresh start into the future. Meanwhile, Olivia, Ethan's ex, is rewriting her life outside the show. She's been candid on Instagram about the strange experience of suddenly gaining new followers after hanging out with friends. Her profile is refreshed, her photos exude confidence, and she's settled into her new home in Washington, D.C. Rumors about a possible pregnancy have swirled, but she's refused to address them. Instead, she's focused on setting boundaries and calling out what she says are lies in the show's portrayal of her. In one July Instagram reel, she hinted producers knew the truth but aired misleading narratives anyway. Olivia continues her work as a wedding and elopement photographer, branding herself as a former fundy-turned-world explorer. She's charting her own path, telling her story on her own terms, and clearly not looking back. Isaac may not speak often, but when his name makes headlines, it's never for something small. That fight with Micah at Lydia's wedding? It left Micah hospitalized, and the fact that it wasn't caught on camera has only made the rumors spin faster. Now there are whispers about an unplanned pregnancy involving Isaac's girlfriend. Nothing confirmed, but plenty of speculation. For now, Isaac is leaning into a quieter image, posting glimpses of rural life and keeping public statements to a minimum. But with Season 7 bringing him into the spotlight more than ever, we're about to see how he handles being at the center of the storm. While the older siblings fuel most of the headlines, the youngest three, Amber, Cassia, and Mercy, are slowly coming into their own. Amber has stayed almost completely out of the public drama, appearing in family scenes but keeping her life private. Cassia continues to adapt to life with Kim in Florida, her resilience cleared despite a childhood eye injury that required multiple surgeries. Mercy, the youngest, is showing flashes of a rebellious streak, something even Kim has noticed, comparing her to a young Mariah. Their stories are still in the early chapters, but in a family like this, it's only a matter of time before they step into bigger roles. From Kim's floating home to Ethan's cautious new romance, from Micah's painful recovery to Mariah's self-acceptance, from Lydia's whirlwind marriage to Olivia's bold independence, the Platt family is standing at the edge of a brand new era. The old rules are gone, the new ones still being written, and if Season 7's early drama is any sign, the next pages will be anything but quiet.